my god! Yeah, there's no way I had enough ammunition to do that, and I had easily 150 to 200 handgun bullets available to me through the entire boss fight, 26 shotgun shells, at least 11
in death as he was
at least 11 sniper rifle bullets, 4 grenades, and yeah, that's I'm gonna say you have to have been saving up ever since Dimitrescu to be able to do that. Whew. And yeah, it's a curious thing that happened there, just in terms of the experience of playing that. Is, again, this is coming from somebody who has a lot of experience playing like hard games, kind of working through frustration, kind of figuring out what that means, and then proceeding from there. Is there kind of comes a point where you sort of lose respect for the challenge, because it seems to be putting obstacles in your way that are not the most interesting part of the experience. The interesting part of the experience is identifying the patterns, executing on them, not the infinite rinse, wash, and repeat of however many HP he had. This is just the wrong thing to focus on in terms of making it hard. Hard. If hard is identified with grueling, then that's just not something I'm interested in. And thank you.
The exit's up ahead.
I'm going to proceed and save my game. Maybe do some algebra or something to kind of bring myself down from that. I have to say, it is nice to be at a point in my life where I can say that the thing that brings frustration down, in fact, is mathematics and algebra. I'm very glad that I now have that relationship to that subject matter. I think it's very interesting the way that they handled that particular item. Every time you get each piece, they require you to examine it. You can't put it in your inventory, but you have to examine it right there and then assemble it. And I wonder if, like, during testing or something, they found that people would grab those things, not know what to do with them, and just carry them around and sort of bump into locked doors forever.
What are you trying to get at?
I could lend you a hand.
I think,
trying to get on my good side?
especially as adults, I think you gotta want to do it.
I'd kill you if you weren't worth the trouble.
And, yeah, I hit a point a couple of months ago where I was like, you know what? I think it's time to go back and figure out algebra. And that's what I've been doing, and I've been enjoying it. Figuring out how to learn something on your own terms that you had not been, if the subject material had not been presented to you well in the past, is very gratifying. And indeed, I would even say healing, depending upon what your experience with the subject material was. I feel like poetry would be the same thing for many people. Boogle and I have had this conversation about math and poetry, and about how these are two topics that many people, once they get out of like primary education, would like to see nothing of ever again for the rest of their lives. And part of that has to do with the way that they're taught and presented. And I'm not even talking about like the practical value of math or the aesthetic value of poetry. There's a very real day-to-day quality of meaning that can be drawn from them that not everybody's going to want or care for, but more people could have that than do, and that comes from a sort of like do or die, very measured, metric way of learning that doesn't suit most people, I would argue. It suits administrators, and that's it. All right, so I got my key. There's a fish pond around here that I want to hunt in before I proceed. Whew. I'm so glad that's done. I never want to do that again. Oh man. So I believe that's just the way to where I had my first encounter with Moreau. So yeah, so if you backtrack this way, I don't think there are enemies around here now. If you backtrack this way, the place where you originally got the boat is now drained because you adjusted the floodgates, and... Alright, so I'm making a measure of things to keep, because I would have acquired it after the Moreau fight. 1 explosive round. 2 flashbangs. Very good. I've heard that these are useful against the Sturm enemy. Sturm. So, should be fish in here. Yes, there are. Where'd you go, fella? There are 2 fish here. And what treasure is this? Oh, a silver angel statue. Very good. Oh, chase that one off. There we go. Yeah, they just kind of mosey on, kind of to the right, slightly inconvenienced by the man stabbing them. Where did you go? There we go. There. Oh yeah, that fella's got infinite ammo too. So that's all the fish, I think, that are in here. Good. We're done. We're done. Is there anything in here worth getting? Oh, neat. That note is still there. Okay. There's our long-lost dock. Is that anything? It is not. Wait, am I going the right way? Yes, yes. Just kind of a weird way of doing it. Alright, pulling this lever. I'm pleased to see that Ethan has left behind the scars of the acid burns. Well, that's kind of nauseating. Kind of do this and keep the downward y-axis tilt on par with the movement of the elevator. That'd make you throw up in VR. Something neat that I learned is that if you are guarding, you can actually fire your gun while blocking. Excuse me. Let's see. That took us probably about an hour and 15 minutes altogether to all botched attempts at killing Moreau with infinite ammo and all genuine attempts included. Or all pure new game attempts included. Alright. Find a way out of the village. Gatehouse. And we're done. Thank you everybody for coming out who made it out to the second part of the stream. And thank you to everybody who watched the VOD, because oh my god, congratulations to you. You waded through a lot. So, yeah, next time we stream this, maybe Friday, we'll be able to proceed past Moreau and make it through the Stronghold and then to Heisenberg. So, thank you for coming out. Dustin, it's great to see you, and I hope you have a great night.